Welcome to today's. It's kind of a live because I just record these because of the quality purposes. I record them and post them right away. So, welcome to today, and I'm so excited to be here with you. We just had an incredible full moon. Like, are you feeling it? Have you felt the energies? It's been freaking wild. Like, a lot has been coming up. And the word that came up in an in-person event that I was hosting on Friday, and holding the space there was expansion. It was expansion because this invitation of this full moon is like, okay, what does it take for you to expand? What are some of the things like limiting beliefs that need to be let go of? Because here is the thing, here's the mistake that so many people make. Oh my God, yes, I gotta release things from my life. I gotta release those people, this stuff. But they're not releasing the mind. They're not releasing the belief system. So you can leave all these things on the outside. But if you have not fine-tuned your belief system, you're going to have it again with a different face. You can leave that crappy job. But if you didn't work on it, shortly you will experience the same thing again, or you will have those situations in your personal life or so on because you have not done the work. So you can fix all these things on the outside. But until you start living from the inside out, it will just keep repeating. All right? The mind has to change. The mind has to go and come on board. And so the invitation with this full moon is expansion. And yes, absolutely. What can you let go of? But more of what can you let go of within you? What are the deaths that have to happen within you to create that which you want in 2025? We've got a few more powerful weeks of this year and really creating the space. We've got the winter solstice coming up, which in the northern hemisphere is the dark night of the soul, right? It's like the longest night. Are you willing to face your darkness, or are you running away from it? Are you terrified of it? Are you avoiding it? If you can face that, and this is really the feminine energy, all right? Think of Kali, the goddess Kali that's shown with all these, the heads of men. And she's dancing on Shiva's dead body. That is the feminine energy. And I always chuckle when men say things like, oh yeah, in a relationship, I want peace. I was like, well, sweetheart, you're in the wrong place, because every single woman is on some level is the embodiment of Kali. She's the goddess of death, the goddess of destruction, the goddess of time, because she is chaos. Because it takes those deaths to birth a champion, to birth a new beginning. She is not there to bring you peace. She's not there to be unicorns and butterflies. She is there to initiate you. She is there to test you. She is there to build you up, for you to show up to life powerfully. That is the feminine. That is the gift, the darkness of the feminine energy. And such powerful energies present now. Welcoming in that energy of death. How do you feel around death? Is it, oh no, God, I try to avoid it? And then you're kind of in a weird place here because, when we ask for stuff, we want to manifest things. That implies the death of the old. That implies letting go. And if we're terrified of that, if we're terrified of death, we're going to be struggling, right? Death is not the opposite of life. The opposite of death is actually birth. And all of that is life together. Moving with the cycles of life. Living a life of devotion to life. That is embracing the deaths and the births in our lives. The deaths and the births around us. Inhaling into that. Really remembering life is all of it. It's not life versus death. It's birth and death. And life is all of it. You are all of it. And it's only on the ego level, in the mind, when we identify with this persona, oh gosh, I don't want it to die. But the part of you that is eternal rejoices in that. Like, ooh, that part's gone. And there's that eternalness that keeps coming up. It's not going anywhere. Through all these ups and downs, through all the personas, through all the different stages of life, through the different relationships, through the different, income levels, through the different homes, through the different, all the kind of movement that we can experience in life. And for that, death needs to be embraced. So with these powerful energies, how do we thrive with this, right? How do we navigate through it? And is by tuning into our inner GPS, by activating it. You have the physical body, that is the inner GPS. You have the emotional body, that is the inner GPS. Also the mental, spiritual bodies, but let's hone in on the first two. The emotional, your emotions are there telling you, yes, no, I like this, I don't like that. But we try to talk ourselves into, like we feel bad about something and we don't like a situation, we're trying to talk ourselves into why we should stay in that situation. Or we feel really good and excited and we're trying to talk ourselves out of it as to why we shouldn't do it, why right now is not good enough time or not enough money or just inconvenient or whatever. Basically why I can't have what I want. We keep doing that. We don't trust that emotional body or the physical body. We can have disease. We can have symptoms where your body's just screaming, I've had enough. I'm not okay. And, we use pharmaceuticals, right? To numb it. We don't listen to it. We've lost touch with the wisdom of the body. We've lost touch with nature, with the feminine energy, with Pachamama, with the earth, with all of the elements. And if we lost touch with the feminine, we also lost touch with the masculine, with the divine balance masculine. And so, how do we thrive? By regaining that trust, by building it, by reconnecting with life, with our bodies, with our emotional body, with our physical body, learning its language again, learning how to listen, not even learning, more like remembering, because you know it. You just have to let go of these things that you learned are standing in the way of that. You have to let go of the blocks. And a simple practice, by the way, that I have for you, there's going to be a link below, an incredible practice that will be available beginning of December, but you can get on the waiting list. 7 days of learning how to do that, how to activate that inner GPS, right? So I trust that will be of support to you. And my question to you with this video is, how do you utilize these full moon energies? What is that expansion that you're either too scared to step into, there's nothing standing in your way, or there's just so much that you're not able to step into because there's so much in your way? And those are the things that need to be let go of. And remembering what I said at the beginning, those things are within. Okay? You can be letting go and shifting and changing all the things on the outside, but will not be permanent. It will not bring you long-lasting fulfillment, long-lasting change, because you're living from the outside in instead of from the inside out. All right. So on this note, what do you hear me say? Okay. What were these energies like for you? Friday, Thursday. The reason I'm still making this video is because these energies are still lingering. So what is coming up for you at this time? And again, in the description, this activating the inner GPS is available to those who resonate with it. I thank you so much for being here, for doing the work, and I'm wishing you a very powerful week.